Welcome to And Know, where we can discover God's Word together. And Know is taken from the verse found in Psalm 46. Be still and know that I am God. Being still actually takes a lot of patience and energy. Every day we hustle from here to there. So let's challenge ourselves to take just a moment to be still and see where God might lead us today.
Hello and welcome to episode 10 of And Know. Today we're looking at a verse found in the book of Joshua. I'm part of a planning team for a children's ministry conference, and Joshua 1 verse 9 is our theme for this year. This is the verse. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. It's an incredibly powerful verse, but even more so when we understand a bit more of the background. Joshua was born in Egypt and witnessed all the miracles that took place with Moses. He saw the pillar of cloud and fire guide him and the Israelites as they left Pharaoh and the land they once called home. He saw Moses raise his staff and walk on dry land through the Red Sea. The Bible tells us that he was also being mentored by Moses himself. Joshua 11 verse 15 says, As the Lord commanded Moses and his servant, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did it. God had a plan for Joshua, but that doesn't mean his path was easy. There are truly incredible stories about the events that took place in Joshua's life. Stories that Hollywood should make movies of. City walls crashing down at the sound of trumpets. Spies gathering intel on the land they were to take over. Walking to the Jordan River's edge, and once touching that water, the land becoming dry, which meant yet again they walked on dry land while the waters were held back. There's an important theme found in the very first chapter of Joshua, and that is the call to be courageous. Actually, the call is for them to be very courageous. How's your courage these days? I don't know if I've ever said to my kids, have a great day, and remember, be courageous. Some other words that can have a kind of same meaning, though, is strong and tough and fearless. And I've definitely encouraged my kids that way. I've even gone so far to ask or perhaps plea that they not get hurt. Actually, I fully confess with my youngest on his way to a play date that I've said, no hospital visits, okay? But the actual meaning of courageous is not deterred by a danger or pain. God is full out telling Joshua to not turn away from the danger and pain. In fact, he's telling him to face it head on. The imagery that comes to mind is that of a soldier. And Joshua was one of the Bible's greatest military leaders. But God isn't telling him to be courageous just for the physical battles. He's telling him to be courageous for the spiritual ones as well. Here's verses 7 to 9. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Before my parents built out the basement in the house I grew up in, it was a dark and scary place. My older brothers loved it because it was the perfect spot to play hockey. Concrete floors, nothing to break, no drywall to damage when the games got intense. It was perfect for them. But 4-year-old Heidi did not like it. Too many dark corners and questionable sounds that got my imagination running. There was a simple solution, though. All I had to do was turn the light on. This switch was located at the top of the stairs. If I wanted to go down without any fear, I simply needed to turn the light on. Then the shadows disappeared and my imagination had no foothold to run away. Sometimes I'd try to be brave and leave the light off. I'd maybe make it halfway down the stairs, but then I'd quickly scurry up wondering why I thought that was the right choice. My bravery only came into the picture when I had a light to follow. And God is telling Joshua he is that light for him. And God is absolutely that light for you and me. And know this, God prepared Joshua to be an exceptional leader. But Joshua could only be that leader when he chose to follow God. The same promises given to this mighty military leader is the same given to you and me. God is with us wherever we go. It's a promise found throughout the Bible. The book of Philippians is found in the New Testament. And when the Apostle Paul was confined in the prison walls in Rome, he wrote a letter to the people in Philippians. And in chapter 4, we find the following verses. I know what it is like to be in need, and I know what it is like to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. You can try to walk this life's journey on your own. You might even get halfway down the basement stairs. But I know this. Our lives were not meant to ever be a solo project. Our loving Father is here for you and for me. So leave the light on and follow where it leads. It doesn't mean the path will be smooth and easy. No, we are not promised that. It does mean that we can be bold and be strong and courageous, because there's no better guide to follow than by the one who created you and me.